Thanks for tuning into 102.7 Shia Radio. Today we have Miss Jean Speed, elementary school teacher at Clinton Public School. She is currently talking to her students about sexual education. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. So, you're very comfortable talking to your students about sex ed, right?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely helps that I'm a mother. I talk to my students like I would talk to my kids.
So, you're never in an uncomfortable position in front of them while addressing this topic?
Never. I'm very confident speaking to them. I don't leave anything out because I think it's really important information that they need to know.
So, what do you feel is the most effective teaching method?
Definitely the question box. Before I start my lesson, I give each student a slip of paper and they write any questions they have on it during the lesson. At the end, I collect the slips and they answer then I answer the questions, and most of the students end up having the same questions. Everything remains anonymous.
Wow, that's perfect. So it sounds like you really know what you're doing.
Well, after teaching for 10 years, you get to understand the students' behaviors and learning strategies, for sure.
I bet. So, do you find that many of your colleagues are uncomfortable speaking to their students about this sexual health?
Yes and no. There are a couple who are for sure, but some have no problem with it.
And for those who are uncomfortable, do they just stick it out? Or does a teacher like you, who is comfortable, take over the lesson?
Usually they just deal with it. I wouldn't have a problem talking to their students, but it's kind of part of the job. We just suck it up, I guess you could say.
So do you think it would be better to have someone like a health representative from the health unit come in and talk to your students?
Oh, you bet. That way everyone's getting taught the same thing, and we know it's up-to-date information. We used to actually have the health nurse come in, but we can't afford it anymore.
Oh, that's too bad. At least they have you. So when do you start teaching sexual health in your school?
Right from grade 1. They start out learning the growth cycle of the plant, and then we compare it to the butterfly and then move into the human body.
That's great. So your students are prepared when they enter high school?
Well, we're sure doing our best. I think that they know the knowledge for sure. They just not quite prepared regarding peer pressure. We can tell them as many times as we want. I just don't think they'll believe us.
Oh, I definitely would believe that. So now, have you ever had parents who have excused their own children from the lessons? Do you think this may be because of religious reasons?
It only happened a couple times. I think there might have been 2, but I don't think that either of the situations were because of religion.
Wow. Okay, so you've prepared us with a lot of fantastic information today. Hopefully, if there's any teachers who are out there listening right now, you have learned from Miss Speed.
Well, thank you very much.
So, next on our playlist, we have right on this topic, Let's Talk About Sex by Salt and Peppa.